Hi beautiful people, welcome to Kate's Space. I'm Kate from Pixie Designs, and this is my YouTube channel where I do a bit of crafting and chatting and hanging out with you guys. Thanks so much for visiting. Welcome if you're new. And today we have a package from Sue at Paper Inspirations, which is an online shop in Australia that sells all sorts of beautiful crafty goodies and digitals that you can use for your crafts and junk journals. So I'll list everything down below. This is my last project for Sue. My time on her design team has come to an end, and she'll be putting out a call for new artists to apply to be on her design team, so that'll be early next year, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested. And yeah, you get lovely parcel of actual physical goodies, so it's a little bit different than being on a digital design team where you get the digitals given to you, but actually you're responsible for printing everything out and your time and everything, whereas this way you actually get some physical items, which I think is really fun. So I've had a wonderful time. Thank you so much, Sue. Let's see what she has sent me this time. Wrapped in this very cool paper, which will obviously be used again. Yeah, pop that there. And there's a lovely letter. So that is great. Right, so let's have a look. We have a little wooden stamp here that says postcard. Let's grab a scrap of paper and try that out, shall we? Cute. So that's a cute little stamp, sort of a postal thing. We've got some really cool bulldog clips here. So all these things are in Sue's shop, and I will link her shop, but if I can, I'll link all the products. If they're in stock, I'll link them. So these are cool little bulldog clips, lovely grey. They are always very handy. We have a uniquely creative metal dies. So these are called, doesn't say. So I guess they're lace, some sort of lacy design. So we'll have to give those a go. There's a small stencil, which is like a archway. So that's really good for mixed media. Darkroom Door is a great brand. Oh, a lovely stamp set. Now, Lorna Taylor from Tailor Made Journals has recently done a whole range of stamps and I think embossing or dies. Not sure, or maybe even stencils for creative expressions anyway, and I'm lucky enough to have one here, so really looking forward to doing something with that. So that's beautiful. And then here's another die which makes small rosettes, so we could have a go with that as well. Obviously different types, so I've never had anything like that before. That will be fun. And then in here, this is Darkroom Door as well. So they call this collage sheets, 6 sheets, one of each design, for art journals, cards, mixed media and more. So they're kind of slightly sheen, not gloss paper. And there's those. Cute. Oh, look at those. Those are beautiful. And so are those. And then some round circles. Oh, and there's these, so I don't know if they're just the backing sheet or, but you can use those as well. So, beautiful things. And now I need to come up with a project. It might be several projects because some of these things go together beautifully and some maybe not so much. So we will see what we can do. I'll just go and get organized and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I've done is I've printed some digitals onto some different papers, some music paper, and this is vellum. And since I'm on a bit of a roll and I've just done a video or put a video up making bags and things, I am actually going to make some gift bags. And because it's kind of a gift giving type of season, this can be used for Christmas or any time of the year or for junk journals, anything. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the dies that Sue sent me that make the rosettes. So I'm going to do that out of this paper. Now this is old book music paper and I'm hoping that it's going to stand up to the folding. A few of my little prototypes did tear, so we are just going to see how we go. So here we go. We've got the 3 different dies. The next bit is quite fiddly and I'm hoping this is going to stand up to the bending. Let's hope so. And yeah, this is quite fiddly, but they do look pretty cute when they're done. So we'll see. That one seems a bit... Okay, so we go like that. I'm going to try the art glitter glue and hope that that holds. It's pretty good. You want something that's pretty quick. Glue your 2 ends together. We've got another grey cloudy day here today. Raining. We're none of us sure where our summer's gone, but I'm sure it'll come. It's been promised a long hot summer, so you know. Though the weather I think does strange things now. I might just leave that to dry and do the others. And I'll speed this up. Got a few cut out and folded here. Now this next bit's also fiddly. You need kind of something to secure them. Now I've got a whole lot of these really old vintage gummed spots that are obviously for pricing things, and I thought they'd look quite cute. Otherwise you can just get your scraps and cut out some circles with your punch to go on some of them, and you could even go with a bigger circle if you wanted a bigger center. So there's that. Right, so these are the smallest ones here. Let's just see what happens when I try and go like this. So this is fiddly. And I'm not doing a very good job on the video. So basically what I'm showing you is how fiddly it is. Let me get a bigger one, see if I have better luck, and splay it out. I don't want to tear it. There. Let's see how we go. So let's lay it flat like that. There we go. I won. So now it's whether we want like something like that in the middle. I quite like that, or a smaller one. I'm going to put the bigger one in. Hopefully that will give it more holding power. So I'm putting loads of glue on. And again, this might be you know, the drying time might be quite a lot. So I'm going to turn it over and push it like that. Oh, and see it slid off the center. You really want it in the center-ish. So yeah, it is, I'm finding that the hardest bit is getting these bits secured. But once they are, they'll be good to go. And I'm sure you'll have better luck than me getting it in the center. And then I'm going to put one on the back as well, because otherwise it pops, you know, closed or open or whatever. So I'll pop that one there. Right, and then I'm just going to put my punch on there. Okay, and I'll do the other big one. And on this one, I actually like the printed circles. Oop, what's happening here? This one's glued funny. What have I done wrong there? Okay, we're just going to have to ignore that little stuff up. There we go. That will be fine. And actually I am going to stick with these for this one. I actually really like the try and get this in the middle somewhat. And I'll just put a smaller one here. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. It's a busy time of year. I'm in that kind of mode of want lots of things I want to do and not enough time. If you don't live in the southern hemisphere, then Christmas and the New Year and all that time is our summer holiday. So it's a really busy time, but it's also our holiday time, so it's kind of a downtime as well, whereas the rest of the world just kind of keeps going. So I've got a whole lot of stuff due towards the end of December to go up on my YouTube channel, and beginning of January, which I need to do before I go away on my family holiday. So yeah, it's a busy time. So I've got basically a couple of weeks to get everything I want to get. Well, the things I need to get done, and there's things I want to get done. I'm just trying to do the need tos now. Right, there we go. And then I will work on the want tos if I have time. So I haven't really done my daily December, although when this goes up I may have started, because if this video is one of my need tos. And I'd really like to do some daily December journaling. Not that much really happens in my life, but often I will get Brittany or the girls to send me pictures of what they're doing with their kids and document that. And then obviously we go away on the 21st. Well, I go away on the 15th to watch Ella dance in her recital. I haven't inked any of this, which is what I probably would normally ink things. Okay, so I don't know if putting my little pretend weight. I go on the 15th for the weekend to watch Ella dance in her end of year dance recital. Just for the weekend, and I'm hoping I'll be able to go to the Central Flea Market, which I like so much. And I come back, and then once I come back, it's really just getting ready to go away for the Christmas break. There's lots to do. We get a house sitter to come and look after our animals, and although they stay for free in exchange for looking after our place, our garden, and the animals, but it's still a big job getting everything ready for them. For me anyway. So that's what I'll be doing when I get back from that weekend, and then we leave on the 21st for about 21st, and we get back on the 30th, I think. So about 10 days away in a beachside town, and that's with all of my children and their kids and a few hangers-on. One of them being my mum. I haven't spent Christmas with my mum in many, many years, so I am very excited about her coming, and hopefully it won't be too overwhelming. And also David's son and his partner are coming, and I've never spent Christmas with them. So yeah, and they've never met my kids, so it's going to be a really fun, big few weeks. Maybe a little overwhelming for Mark and Anna, but hopefully they'll be okay. My family's nice. They're just a lot of them. It can get loud, I'm not going to lie. David copes well. Okay, so hopefully these are all going to stay together. This is one of the ones that I've used the vintage gum label on. It hasn't got a back on it. Obviously that came off. So yeah, the gluing, I guess use the best glue you've got. I'm wondering whether an acetone based glue might be better. Not sure. Usually art glitter glue is so good for everything. I'll just pop that one under something. Give it some weight. All right, so we've got those. Now I'm going to put the glitter on them. You can use anything. You can use the Stickles, which is like a glitter glue. It looks really nice. I'm going to use some of my glass glitter, and I bought two different kinds. I bought silver and I bought like a champagne colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on them, and then I'm going to shake the glitter over, and it will just be quite random, hopefully. So just glue everywhere. But again, you don't need to use any glitter if you're not a fan of glitter. I know some people aren't. It didn't used to be, but it's grown on me. I especially like this vintage glass glitter. Well, I don't know if it's vintage, but it goes kind of tarnished, so it looks vintage. So I'm just going to pour the glitter on. I need to get a nicer container. Okay, and then sort of tap it off, because you don't want too much excess. There we go, so it's nice and glittery. Pop that aside and repeat. Okay, so I'm going to wait for all of those to dry a little bit, and while we're doing that, we're going to make our bags. we're not going to make all our bags because one of my bags is already made. This is something I was sent. I think Jody, you sent me these. So these are basically white lolly bags, and Jody's put them through an embossing folder, and they look amazing. And I haven't used them, so I thought that will be one bag. The other bag is going to be made out of music paper, and this one I think is strong enough to cope. So the width I want, I think, is, where is my, about there. And there. So if you saw my other video making paper bags, then you probably don't need to watch this bit. And you probably already know how to do this. It's very simple, so we'll just race through this part, cutting off these excess bits here. These will be pretty shabby. If you want something a bit more pristine, then use copy paper maybe, or just something a bit stronger than this vintage paper. But I have a lot of music paper, and any excuse to use it really, because I don't want it going to waste. I quite like how that's sort of plain at the back. And then at the front, how tall do I want it? Yeah, you can make it quite a big bag. I think I'm going to make mine a little bit smaller than that one. So I'm just going to fold that. Oh, I probably didn't really want to do that. I'm going to fold that. And this center piece is the bit you cut out, because that's going to be the front of your bag, or the back of your bag, front of your bag. And you can fold it under to strengthen it, if you like. That often works. And then that bit's going to be the back of your bag. So I might just tear a little bit off here and, yeah, fold it under for strength. I think that's a good idea. Tea-dyed paper would be great too to make these bags, because that's nice and strong. Coffee dyed, avocado dyed, anything. Obviously anything. Brown paper, whatever takes your fancy. In actual fact, obviously. Right, I'm going to cut that with my pinking shears. And then I'm going to fold it gently that way so that I get my angles sort of the same. And there's my bag. Right, I'm going to glue it up. I don't need that much of a fold over, so I can take some of this off. Yep. And glue up there, glue up that edge there, and hopefully it's not perfectly straight. I can see that just looking at it now. And glue up the bottom of the bag. And this is our front, so I'm going to cut along here, hopefully in a straightish line. I might even mark it, though that doesn't always make me do a straight line. I'm just going to use my pinking shears again. Why not? I've got them, I don't use them for anything else. So that's one bag. Make sure I haven't stuck it together. Okay, so that's one bag, and then I'm going to quickly do the same with this vellum. So this is not tracing paper, this is vellum, so it hasn't bled. It's quite it's not a really strong image on here. Now I'm just thinking, do I want this that way? No. One of these is going to go at the top and one's going at the bottom. That's going at the bottom, so I think I'm going to have this that way. And obviously I want this image here in the center, so I'm going to pull that one over first. And then it's not going to be dead center, but that's okay. I'm not worried that it's a bit off. There we go. And then I have to, again, I don't need that much of an overlap. So I'm going to overlap that. So I'm going to cut. I'm actually going to tear this off. This one I'm just going to go straight across the top with my pinking shears. I'm not going to do anything more than that. And then I'm going to seal it all up. And there's our other bag. Okay, so you can crumple them up a little bit if you want them to look a little bit less perfect. Ink them, do whatever you want. So now we've got our 3 bags. It's time to decorate them. I've cut out this half doily, which was also a die that I was given from Sue at Paper Inspirations in one of my previous packs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these on this one. Actually, this one and this one. This one's going to have something different. So this one's going to go at the top here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange my cute little rosettes on here. And they're going to decorate my bag like that. Super cute. Right, now, but what I want to do first is I want to actually tie this at the top, but I don't want to tie it closed, but I need to make a hole through everything. So I'll just make a little bend in my bag so I get it sort of in the middle. And I'm gonna make the hole through everything. I'm going to use the bigger hole on my crocodile, about there, okay? But if and when I put an eyelet through, I only want to put an eyelet through this bit, because and even then I still want it to be able to open, don't I? So maybe no eyelet. Right, so that's going like that. Then I'm going to get my glue, and I'm wondering about using the acetone glue and see if that holds. Okay. So I'm going to glue my doily down first on the flap of my bag and measure, line up my holes there. And then I'm going to place my rosettes like that. So I'm going to put that one on first. About there, I think. And then I'm going to pop this one on. It's going to go there. And this little one down the bottom here. Going to tuck it up underneath there. Now we need to lift up this doily and actually let it dry that way. So I'm going to put that over there and let it dry, hopefully. And then this one here, my glassine bag, that's my front. This one is going to go this way. So I'm going to glue I might actually glue these on first. Oh, where's my wee one? There. One of them I've done up the wrong way, as you can see. So, but I don't think it matters. Excuse me. It's not going to matter. So let's glue this big one on first. Poke that little one up there, and then again quickly get it off the doily because it's got holes. And this one is going to glue. We've got glue strings. This one is going to glue on the bottom of the bag. Like that. Okay, so that one's drying. The third one, the last one, got a bit of glitter everywhere, but expect that. And the third one, I have cut out some of this, some of the leftover printout with my huge big punch. I've made some cute little sort of decoration tags, things with this in the past. And so this one's going to be much more Christmassy. And I'm going to use this big star, and that's going to go in the middle. Well, it's not a star, rosette, whatever you want to call it. And that's going to go in the middle of this piece. You could almost put another one like that. Oh, like that, because I had the snowflake. Yeah, I'll do the snowflake. I'll stick with the snowflake, but I think it's going to need some more glitter, of course. And also I'm sticking it to glitter, which I don't know how well that will work, but anyway, we will soon find out. Oh, whoops. This little tag that I have is meant to go under here. This needs way more glue, I think. There we go. There's a big blob of glue. So obviously these are way too bulky for your journal. Let's face it. They could go on top of your journal as a topper if you wanted to do something like that, but they're more like gift bags, I guess. Happy mail bags. They might get a bit squashed in the mail. Okay, so I haven't tea dyed this. I'm going to put some glitter on this star. So I've used this little key here because that was also something that I had been sent by Sue. The other thing you could do is put a little wax seal in the center there, depending on, so that one looks quite cute, or nothing. Right, so that one needs to dry. Now that one again is going to go on the top of our bag, but actually it would make a really cute decoration. Or I think I'm wondering about whether I might make these into little name places for our Christmas table this year. That's what I'm thinking, if I can. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I might do. Now you could put the doily as well underneath if you wanted to, and if you don't want to go and buy this die, you can just use store-bought doilies. I think that's really cute. So again, this one is going to have an eyelet, I think, something that goes through. So I'm going to make a hole in this one too. Just about there. And so there will be a hole in this as well. I should have done that together. That's okay. There we go. So that's going to sit there like that. Okay, so there's our little bags. I'm just wondering if I really like that white bit across there, and I don't, so I'm going to actually cut that off. One. Right, this one is this dried. Yep. So you can get ribbon or rickrack or string. So I'll do some twine on this one. Just cut some twine. And yeah, I'm not doing an eyelet because if we do an eyelet, that's actually going to close the bag. But some string like that, and that can just come undone, and you can hang anything you want on there. So there's our little decorated bag. This one I'm just going to keep like that, no string or anything like that. And then this one I'm going to use some of this. And I'm going to push my ribbon through. And I'm going to tie a bow at the top. And you could have something hanging from your bow as well. So there's our bags. Super cute. So that's the dies from the shop. They were fun to make. So I think that's long enough. I have got another project that I'm gonna do using the stamp set, the Lorna, the TaylorMade Journals stamp set. And again, that is also going to be a kind of a bag with something in it. But I have run out of time. I don't want to make this video super long. So those are our decorated bags using the dies. And you can find everything linked below, including the other videos of the other design team members. And again, this is my last 2 videos, because now it's going to be 2 videos for Sue. I've enjoyed being on the team. It's been a lot of fun, and just getting the parcels has been so exciting. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you've enjoyed the video, or you've been inspired in some way and you feel like you want to, I'd love you to subscribe or give it a thumbs up, because that helps YouTube put the video in front of other people that might be interested, and yeah, helps people find me. So I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, if I don't see you again, have a very Merry Christmas and a great December. And yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.